If you like Lego, then I work in a pretty interesting place. And for the last 6 months, I've been posting TikToks, sort of documenting a lot of that in my own personal collection. I've always wanted to make the jump over to longer form content and start posting on YouTube because it's what I consume mostly, but it's just taken a lot of time and effort. I've posted the odd occasional short and I've got a few subscribers. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking you through a day in the life of what it's like to work in a retired Lego store. And if you like that kind of content or you want to possibly suggest any content, then drop it down in the comments and I would massively appreciate a subscribe. So let me take you through a day in the life working in a retired Lego store. So one of the things we have to deal with on a daily basis is we get cool collections dropped off. So we got some cool Star Wars bits, some Galaxy Squad, and what my job basically today is to price up all of these sets and put them out on the shelves. Now the weekend was actually quite a busy one for us here because we were putting up all of these shelves to basically put all our stock on. But we managed to get it done and it's looking a lot tidier in this place. We're going to start streaming and whatnot here. So you're going to see me basically on that quite a lot if you're into the kind of whatnot stuff. But I'm going to get all this stuff priced. I've got my lunch coming because I'm starving and it's been quite busy for a Monday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this stuff priced. And then once it's good, we will show you some of the shelves and show you some of the cool sets that we've actually got in the store at the minute. Now, I can't even believe that I'm actually saying this, guys, but I didn't get any of the pricing done. It's just been far too busy. So yeah, we didn't actually get any of the pricing done, which is quite irritating to be honest, but maybe now that the store is closed, I can give you guys a proper cool rundown at all the cool little sets in the store and show you some of the stuff that we actually got in a collection drop off today. Now some of the stuff I've never really seen before. We got like this cool sort of Galaxy Squad. You know, I'd never seen a new Galaxy Squad as a theme, but Lego has that many themes that sometimes you just don't actually realise how much is actually there. We've got some small little city stuff that we need the prices for. Another nice Galaxy Squad set. And then a cool little Nexo Knights set in behind. Now the plan was to actually do quite a lot of filming today, but it's just been kind of hectic and it's been really busy, and obviously the customers always come first. When you're in a Lego shop, customers are coming here and they're always buzzing to see what we have. Sometimes when they walk through the door, especially the kids, their faces just light up and it's really nice to see. But now that it's quieting down a wee bit, I suppose we could take a look at a lot of the sets that we've got in. I can maybe give you a little walk through the store and show you maybe some of the stuff that I find quite interesting personally. Obviously with us being in Glasgow, we've got to have the big Rangers and Celtic badges, of course. It doesn't even bother me too much. I'm a rugby kind of player, but yeah, I'll give you a little rundown of the store. It's honestly quite refreshing to be able just to chat away and not feel like I'm on a time limit like on TikTok. So it'll be quite nice to just kind of walk through and show you all these cool sets that, you know, I find quite interesting. Yeah, I am definitely eyeing up some Christmas stuff already, which is a dangerous thing. Yeah, so I'll spin you guys around and I will take you through the shop. Now, one of the most interesting collections we got in was all of these minifigs here. Now, you just don't see this many Bomb Squad troops, or even these ARC troopers here. You just don't see so many. We've got some of the more pricier ones in the cabinet here. Cloud City Luke is like one of my absolute favourite figures. It's just crazy kind of expensive. Jango Fett that comes in that slave one up there. And so many cool named characters. That Amidala is just, it's been calling out to me for like the last week or so. And as well as Count Dooku. That like chrome lightsaber hilt is so cool. We obviously don't just have Star Wars, we have quite a few other themes as well, especially down in this cabinet here. Star Wars does take up a lot of the attention, to be fair, but that's just because there's so many Star Wars figures. This Rogue One display is kind of awesome as well. It has a few customs here, so not all of it is like official Lego, but it's such a sick display. Now when it comes to Ninjago, I'm totally clueless. I know that Pink Zane's quite hard to come by, and this guy's got quite a hefty price tag on him as well, but I really don't know too much about it. In the store we've got some awesome displays. It's quite cool to see some of those, but this is my kind of stuff. That tactical droid is just such a nice figure. But this tends to be where I am most at home with the Star Wars kind of stuff. It's definitely what I know most about. And like this kind of stuff was just from my childhood. Like these figures are just so cool. Star Wars for the last kind of few years was a wee bit kind of rubbish, so it kind of made me diversify a little bit into different themes. And one of the themes that I got into was actually modular buildings. So a lot of these kind of modulars here, just the builds are exceptional to be honest, and some of them look really cool. So I'll give you a wee look at what some of these are like. They're definitely some of the best kind of Lego sets that you can definitely build, especially those modular, like the modern modulars that are in the black boxes. The interior details in a lot of those sets is just really, really nice. But I'll spin these around and we'll take a look at some of my favourites. Now the absolute collector classics are, for example, the Grand Emporium, you've got the fire station, and you've got the town hall. But they are proper hard to come by these days, especially in nice boxes, and they definitely cost a pretty penny. In terms of personal favourites, the detective office is really nice. I know one of my good mates, West Coast Bricks, loves this corner garage, and I believe he has it all lit up. But the Parisian restaurant, the Brick Bank, Assembly Square is brilliant value for money even today. But these black box modulars, the more modern style, they definitely have like a fully fledged out interior. The one kind of thing we're struggling at the moment for is big Harry Potter sets. We have some in our other shop and some online, but it's hard to get everything in the one place. Harry Potter, as you can see, always takes a bit of a battering. Like I was saying earlier, I started posting on TikTok at the start of the year and it's the same username, just Bricks by Darrow. So if there's ever any questions or you want a kind of theme for a video, feel free to reach out to me on any platform, whether it's the comment sections or if you drop me a subscription and just let me know exactly what it is you want to see. Some of these tables we've got basically our best bits on. So we put a lot of the Bricklink designer program stuff on. We've got the big Eiffel Tower and stuff. You know, just a lot of kind of cool sets that definitely need a proper place to display them. Here we've got stuff like the typewriter. We've got Jurassic Park. This haunted house is one of my absolute favourites. Along with the Upside Down, which I'm proud to say that I am the owner of one of these. But I definitely need to get the Creel house. Pretty much need to get everything, to be honest, people. Like, what Lego fan can just limit themselves to one set? Because it's certainly not me, or one theme, should I say. But there's so many cool things throughout the store. Definitely, if you just want to see anything, let me know. And I'll give you a spin at some of the other cooler bits that are on the tables instead of the shelves, because there is some nice stuff. I've always wanted to collect the Simpsons stuff, but I just don't know where I would put it. Some of this stuff these days is really quite expensive, and sometimes I feel like, obviously, these are iconic. Like, these are collector's items now, and that's the reason for it. And then obviously you have the new Krusty Burger, but there's so many other sets that I want, I just haven't pulled the trigger. I think the Quickie Mart would probably be the first one I would get. But there's not really much that I don't want, to be honest, guys. I think anyone watching this, if anybody sees this video, will be exactly the same. Like, who doesn't want a massive loot coaster in their bedroom? But yeah, this is more just a walkthrough of the store today because I am not at home. And it's just to kind of show you a bit about what I get up to on the daily basis. This is cool. Like, this is so sick. So guys, it's a bit of a random video. I appreciate it's probably not the best laid out and it's probably been all over the place. But this is just an introduction to my channel and some longer form content. There's going to be plenty of more reviews. There's going to be so many more videos to come in the future as I sort of expand on the page. But I really do appreciate any support that you guys give, whether it's a follow or a subscription here on YouTube, I suppose, as it's not TikTok. And any questions or any comments or things that you want to see will be massively appreciated. It helps me sort of guide the direction of the channel. If you guys can tell me what you want to see, and then it means that I'm posting content that's meaningful to you and not just absolute drivel. But I'm sure hopefully we can get some good content out, some nice reviews, and we'll see where we end up.